Hello there guys, and welcome. It is Niran here, and today it is time for me to bring you another episode of our FIFA 17 career mode here with Hull City. Today, we're of course going to be wrapping up the first transfer window of the season here in season number 2. The summer transfer window is almost done. We'll be going through deadline day and of course playing 2 games as well. We'll be playing Leicester and Manchester City. Now, before we get into anything transfer related, you guys voted for Vincent Cosiello as your player of the episode for last time, so he will play in both of the games today and he'll have to start them. But talking about him as an attacking midfielder, we do need to buy another backup attacking midfielder, and we'll do that probably on deadline day. But talking about transfers, actually, we do need to of course wrap up a deal for a second striker. I give you guys the chance to vote on which striker we should go ahead and buy, and you guys chose the man on the screen right here, Sardar Azmoun. You guys deciding to reject Danny Ings and Saido Berahino, the 2 English players, and go for the Iranian striker from FC Rostov, Sardar Azmoun, who does have a pretty high, potentially 78 rated as well, which means he's better than Abel Hernandez and Harold Preciado, and we've got him for £4.5 million less than we sold Harold Preciado for. So a pretty decent deal. You guys then choosing Sardar Azmoun as your new signing for the series. We've got 8.9 million there or thereabouts left over as well to bring in another attacking midfielder. We made a heck of a lot of signings in this season already, and here is yet another one. Sardar Azmoun continues the influx of players. I don't know how many signings we've made now. They've actually lost count, but Sardar Azmoun from FC Rostov, very good finishing, very good speed, and also 90 jumping as well. So then David Myler has been sold officially to Norwich for £2.3 million, and the board have allocated 1.6 million of that to go into our current transfer budget. Now, I did allude to it earlier, one thing I do want to do before this transfer window ends is bring in another attacking fielder, someone who can sit behind our striker and also be required when Vincent Cosiello is too tired. Obviously, they won't be used this episode to start the games. We do still need to buy a backup attacking midfielder. I've got a few players on the list. People like Hans Van Aken and Marco Rog here are too expensive. We won't be able to get them. Donis Avdijai is an option, but Ramzalar is as well. Marcel Sabitzer, Nikolai Stanchu, even Josh Onama down here as well. A few people suggesting Ryan Gould, so he's on the shortlist down here as well. Right, so we're going to start getting some inquiries back here. We've actually got a transfer offer here for Tom Huddleston, who for some reason hasn't gone to Newcastle yet. I'm sure we sorted that out a while ago. We've got some inquiries back for some of the attacking mids. So £12 million we've got as a valuation for Ryan Gould from Sporting CF. Anderlecht want 14 mil for Nikolai Stanchu. PSV want 10.5 mil for Bart Ramzalar, and Groeningen here want £7 million for Albert Rusnak. You can see though that Newcastle have decided to accept or match our £3.1 million evaluation for Tom Huddleston. We were talking about it just a moment ago, and Newcastle have decided to match that, so hopefully Huddleston will be on his way out of the club. Danny Ings and Saido Berahino have declined contract offers, but that doesn't matter because we've already signed Azmoun. RB Leipzig want £10.5 million for Marcel Sabitzer, which is actually pretty affordable, to be quite honest with you. I'm going to rule a few people out of the equation here though, so I don't think we'll make a bid for Nikolai Stanchu because I think that's too much. I think we'll leave Donis Avdijai out as well because he does seem quite affordable. So RB Leipzig wanted 10.5 mil for Sabitzer, so we're going to offer, we'll try 6.5, we'll try 6.5. Really bend their arm on this one, so 6.5 mil for Sabitzer. Sporting Lisbon wanted 12 mil for Ryan Gould. I don't really want to spend, to be honest with you, much more than 8 mil on an attacking mid here, so we're going to bid 8 mil straight up for Ryan Gould, and hopefully they accept that. PSV wanting 10.5 mil for Ramzalar, which is the same as what RB Leipzig wanted for Sabitzer, so we're going to make the same bid as we did for the Austrian attacking mid by going for 6.5 mil for Ramzalar here. And then finally, Albert Rusnak, who, to be honest with you, is my favourite candidate. I know he's got like the lowest potential or whatever, but I do really I like him for some reason. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, if the others end up being affordable, then we may end up going for them instead, but Rusnak seems most suited to the type of player that I want. And just following on from that statement and sort of explaining it a little bit more, I'm looking for someone who can play as an attacking mid who's got very good passing, a lot like Cosiello, who can also be that playmaker style type player, but I also want them to have decent dribbling as well. You can see Rusnak here's got good agility, well, very good agility, and then decent balanced ball control and dribbling, but he's also got decent passing stats. Bart Ramzalar has good agility and good dribbling, to be fair, so he's the same type of player that we'd be looking for, but his vision is lacking a little bit. We go down to Sabitzer here, who's very skillful and got very good dribbling and pace, but his long passing is pretty terrible for a player that I want to be a playmaker. Right then, the emails are featuring a whole heap of rejection so far. Every single team has rejected our bids, but that's fine because we always make very low bids for our players. Also confirmation here that Newcastle have indeed bought Tom Huddleston for £3.1 million. We're going to make a £7.5 million bid now for Bart Ramselaar of PSV. I did say I was only willing to spend 8 mil on an attacking mid, but seeing as we've now sold Tom Huddleston, we'll step this one up to 9 mil for Ryan Gould. And then as far as Marcel Sabitzer is concerned, we'll make a £7.5 million bid for the RB Leipzig man there as well. Right then, it's the day of the third EPL game of the season, sorry, and we've got some good and some bad news. Groningen have accepted our £5 million bid for Albert Rusnak, and RB Leipzig have accepted our £7.5 million bid for Marcel Sabitzer. It's time though now to get into the first game of this episode. The transfer stuff can sit on the back burners for a while. We'll continue that after this game here against Leicester City. Paul George and Tep will be starting this game again. Again, not too many of the new players starting this one, but in terms of players to watch, Riyad Mahrez and Paul George and Tep, quite similar players actually, so it'll be quite interesting to see them go up against each other, both on the right hand side, on the right flank. Both will be hoping to cut inside, both very skillful, both very pacey. Here is our squad though. Curtis Davies of course captain, partnering Keane at the back, Mason and Ndidi in central midfield, Hernandez of course is up top. A lot of our of our new signings even are on the bench, including Sardar Azmoun. He's not starting this game. Now Hernandez to Mason, first time strike, great save there from Ron Robert Zieler down low to his right hand side. Now Ntep can run. Oh, lovely spin inside there from Ntep, then the little step over. He's still going as Ntep here, but he's lost the ball. Unfortunately, one touch too many. He was just trying to get past that final defender. Leicester counter-attacking with Musa down this left-hand side again. It's been characteristic of their game so far. Keane can't get there. Davies is cut past. It's cut back for Albrighton. And that is a goal for Leicester. And Curtis Davies needed to be doing better there. Andrew Robertson wasn't going to be able to cover. I don't know where. I think Valkvist was out of position as well. That sort of caused it because Keane had to basically become the right back. And Leicester find themselves in the lead. Cardinal rooted to the spot. Here's Ndidi looking for an instant response. It's back to Hernandez. He could potentially offer that. What a goal! Oh my goodness me! The instant response. Abel Hernandez has found the top corner out of nowhere with his left-footed strike. That's incredible. We've literally only just kicked off. Ndidi finds Hernandez, and what a goal that is! Oh my goodness gracious me. Nevertheless, half-time, and it is 1-1 at the break. Two quick-fire goals from either side. The first being from Mark Albrighton, and then a stunner from that man, Abel Hernandez, to equalise just 2 minutes later. Half-time change for Leicester. Mark Albrighton, the goal scorer, interestingly, is coming on, and Bartosz Kapustka is coming on. Oh, the legend himself. Oh, the legend himself. Bartosz Kapustka. The main man from Wigan Athletic Road to Glory. We're going to have to sign him at some point during this game cycle. Now Ntep, here's Hernandez, back to Ntep. He's going to go for the first time strike, and it's saved by Zieler. Straight out the German in between the Leicester sticks there really from Ntep, but good passing play. Another change coming in from Leicester, and it's a very interesting one again really. Ahmed Musa coming off, the man who's been one of their most influential player comes off for Islam Slimani. Vardy going forward here, finding Slimani, and what a finish that is! This game of incredible goals continues to produce. We lost the ball in the centre of the park. Vardy managed to get past Mason, finds Slimani, and I mean, the first time hit is an astonishing one in off the bar from Slimani. And somehow Abel Hernandez's goal from earlier has been overshadowed. What a strike that is from Islam Slimani. What a substitution as well from Ranieri. I was questioning why Musa came off, the man who was so influential in the first half, and clearly that is why. Can we get an instant response again though here? Hernandez is through again. We've done it again. I don't believe it. Abel Hernandez has got an instant response again. 2 minutes after Leicester scored, we have scored again. For goodness sake, what is going on? Kozielo gets another assist, and it's Hernandez again. This is absolutely incredible. I can't believe this has happened again. Lucky bounce there for Leicester, and it's going to allow Jamie Vardy through here for Leicester. Great save from Cardinal, but the follow-up is in, and it's yet another goal in this game, and it's Nampalys Mendy. It's a simple pass through, and Jamie Vardy's pace has caused all sorts of problems there. The pass actually is through from Nampalys Mendy. It's a great save from Cardinal, and neither Keane nor Davies nor Cardinal can block the follow-up from Nampalys Mendy. And final change here is a very attacking one. We're changing formation from 4-3-3 to 4-2-4. Sardar Azmoun will come on for Onyinye and Didi, and we're also bringing on Moses Odubajo for the slightly tired Linus Wahlqvist. Kozielo here to Odubajo, who can turn, go for the shot. Odubajo finds the bottom corner. What a game this has been. The substitute right back has got our third equalising goal in this game. It is 3-3 at the KCOM Stadium. What is going on? Odubajo turns Drinkwater and finishes like a seasoned veteran striker. What must Leicester fans be thinking at this point? Now out wide towards Robertson. Oh, what? The referee blows at a horrible time. We could have definitely got forward and had another chance there. We were 3v2 as well, but the referee blows quite an inopportune time. But what a game it is. That does not take away from the fact it was an absolutely astonishing game. 2 goals from Hernandez, 1 from Odubajo, and a debut for Sardar Azmoun. What a EPL game that was. We're going to step this one up here to 8 mil. And see where we go with that. And I don't know what to do with Ryan Gould, because he's Scottish, he's a British player. A lot of people have been wanting me to buy more British players, but I don't really want to spend 10 mil on a player who isn't really even the type of player that I want. I want a playmaker style player, and Ryan Gould's passing is really below par, so I think we're going to end the negotiations there for Ryan Gould. In the meantime, we are going to put some contract offers now on the table for some of these players. Albert Rusnak is the first of which. Going to offer him 15.5k a week, 5% bonus per goal, 4-year contract length. Actually, we'll drop that down to 0%. And we're also now going to make a contract offer for Marcel Sabitzer, who wants 35k a week, which we can do. Some good news here then. PSV have accepted our £8 million bid for Bart Ramselaar. We've got contract offers accepted here as well from Albert Rusnak and also Marcel Sabitzer. And you can see here by the next day, Bart Ramselaar has accepted our contract offer. We've also got some transfer offers here for Ndidi and Abel Hernandez, which we're of course going to reject. Marcel Sabitzer, I don't feel as if his passing is really good enough. Bart Ramselaar is probably the most playmaker style player, but he's not really as agile and as good at, and his dribbling is actually quite good, but he doesn't strike me as the type of player who'd be able to skip past anyone, you know, like Kozielo can. But he doesn't strike me as the type of player who'd be able to skip past anyone, you know, like Kozielo can. We're going to reject Bart Ramselaar straight up, I think, from PSV Eindhoven. I know technically he's the best out of the lot, he's 21. It's all about whether a player is actually going to fit the type of player that I want. I think we're going to go for Albert Rusnak, to be honest with you. I think we're going to go for Albert Rusnak of FC Groningen. So the Slovakian winger slash attacking midfielder will become our final transfer then. And here he is. As I said, you know, decent passing. He's also got very good crossing as well, which will be helpful if we have to use him as a winger. Decent pace, 88 agility as well, which is pretty cool. But his passing and stuff is a lot more consistent. Right, we are on to deadline day, and to be quite honest with you, I think this is going to be a very, very quiet one. On the right-hand side, you can actually see that Roberto Firmino has snaked Liverpool completely and has decided to sign for Tottenham Hotspur, which I'm not happy with. Lewandowski signed for United, Oblak to Arsenal, Draxler to Barca, Firmino to Spurs, Musacchio from Villarreal to Juventus. United have also signed Casemiro, Spurs have signed Calhanoglu, Fred has gone to Roma, Maximovic to Everton, and the rest of them. So some pretty good transfers here. Torgan Hazard and Julian Weigl, some youngsters from the Bundesliga, both signing for Liverpool. Deadline day, though, is over, and over £350 million spent in one day. More good news in terms of injuries. Robert Snodgrass is back from he tore his hamstring in pre-season, was out for 2 months, but he is now back and ready for action. Now though, it is time for the final real action of this game, of this episode, sorry, and it is going to be a game against Manchester City. We're going to put, I think, Shea Adams off the bench for Albert Rusnak, who could potentially make his debut today. Sardar Azmoun will be making his first start for the club. Right then, here we are at the Etihad Stadium, staring down that lovely new stand they've got here in Manchester. To be honest with you, we're kind of looking to properly kickstart the season. We're sat 9th, I think, in the league going into this one with 5 points, 2 draws and a win. It's been a decent start. We're unbeaten, obviously, but I would kind of like to get at least something from this game. We're fighting a very much uphill battle. to be quite honest with you, in getting anything out of this, especially when Aguero's running through Dries Mertens, and it's in the back of the net already. City have gone ahead after 2 minutes 48, and it's Fernando with the left-footed strike. And I wanted to get something out of this game. Well, it's going to be quite difficult when we don't even get a touch of the ball between kickoff. Perhaps the new slider settings are a little bit OP. I think the AI have now scored every single shot they've had this episode, which yes is difficult, but also I think slightly more difficult than what I was going for. The shot error was on 30. I'm going to move it up to 36, which is directly in between what we had it before and what we have it now. For some reason the pass error is 30 as well. I don't know why I even dropped that down. We'll have that at 36 as well. Key here really is just to not lose our heads, just be cool, just, you know, get a foothold in the game. Here's Azmoun. Nice back heel towards Mason. The shot is a poor one though, sliced wide. We've curbed the City dominance, but they do still look extremely dangerous going forward. Like, it seems like a matter of time before they just go up the other end and just score at free will. Bailey to Kozielo, over towards Ntep, who can skip away from his man, goes for the shot, but it's blocked there by Denier somehow. Oh, it wasn't even Denier, it's our own man. Oh, the pass out there is a poor one, and it's put in by Sardar Azmoun. Geronimo Rulli, what has he done? Sardar Azmoun gets his first goal, and it's gift-wrapped by the Argentinian Manchester City goalkeeper. Oh, that is shocking from City. And after all the work, Azmoun only just putting that in. It seemed to curl quite at the last minute. Denier almost getting to him. That surely would have been a red card if he'd have brought him down. Changes to be made here. Cyprien's going to come on. We're also going to give Rusnak a chance as well at attacking mid. Kozielo hasn't been fantastic in this game. Bailey's also going to come off too for Marvin Stefaniak, who is now finally back into the side. Try and find some space. It's to Rusnak, who's got some space, and it's just over the bar from Albert Rusnak on his debut. My goodness me, that would have been an explosive entrance from the Slovakian. He had some space, to be fair. Cardinal will pummel this forward towards Azmoun, but I don't think we'll even get a chance for another attack. No, we won't. That is the end of the game. And despite City starting to throw their centre-backs forward towards the end of the game, we couldn't really break them down. Azmoun then on his first start for the club does get man of the match with an 8.4 rating. Obviously getting his first goal for the club. That, though, is the end, really, of this episode. I will leave you with the Hall of Fame up in the background. Of course, the likes of Abel Hernandez and Vincent Kozielo adding to their records at the moment with goals, and assists, respectively. Well, if you guys could vote in the top right of the screen for who your player of the episode for today was. To be honest with you, there's not really a standout candidate in my opinion. I think everyone was very good. Nevertheless, if you have enjoyed the video, then of course feel free to hit the likes button, subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. It has been a pleasure though ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye. I got noise.